There's a hair in the bath. There are gender non-conforming labels. I don't even know what that is. I think she's meaning gendered labels.
I think it says Mr. and Mrs. And
yeah, but I don't understand how that's gender non-conforming.
I don't think she understands it either, Poodle. I think you're giving her too much credit.
These guests are garbage. Boy, and they're needy.
Oh,
yo, this is Badoo.
And they drink.
God.
Wait.
I'm rarely to come down on someone who drinks a lot, but this is even more than I drink.
That's saying something, y'all.
I know. This is Badoo, episode 16, Dirty Laundry. Y'all, we only have one more episode. I don't know if there will be a reunion. There has not been one announced. Yeah.
Well, maybe there won't be.
So, I don't know. Maybe Andy
you
Cohen.
Think they would have announced it at BravoCon when
You'd think.
Captain Jason was there.
I do need to say something. There was someone sent it to me. I've been sent it a couple times on my Instagram. And then someone else tagged me on Instagram. It was Aesha meeting some queen at BravoCon and saying, "Do you know? Do you know who Kathy Hilton?" She's like, "Yeah, that's Paris Hilton's mother. She's on a show." Like she didn't know who. She's like, "Yeah." He's like, the queen's like, "You don't know? Wait, you don't know who? Like, she gave us like, who is Hunky Dory?" She's like, "Hunky Dory? Who is Hunky Dory?" Hunky Dory? I don't know. That's Paris Hilton's mom.
Aisha's been on a boat, y'all. She don't care.
She's adorable, and she didn't give a shit that queen was just shading her.
Also, I knew, but I actually forgot. But I just went, oh, yeah, Kathy Hilton is on that Housewives show.
How could you forget? She is beloved.
I forget. Yeah. Forget.
No, I don't even watch that, and I know some of her quotes.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. As I said this on Love During Lockup, we just recorded that. I said that we're in a great month of reality television just because we've got the reunion. How many parts of this reunion are they having of New York? I feel like they're having like 7.
You mean Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills, yeah.
I'm not sure. At least 3, I feel like.
So it's going, but you're in that reunion, and then you're getting Salt Wives, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and then you're getting Love is Blind.
It's such a good month.
Oh, Love is Blind is so. This is my favorite season so far.
That's on our Patreon at the $5 level.
It is, and then you're getting Love During Lockup, which is just the best fucking show.
Yeah,
it's really a good month. It's a good right. It's good, right, y'all. Y'all, you could get this show for commercial free. Just jump on our $8 tier, Reality Gaze Plus, and you'll get this commercial free, and you'll get Love. You'll get Love During Lockup, and you will get Love is Blind. But look, you're not going to get the new Below Deck spinoff, y'all, because we have so much television to cover.
We're actually not going to do Below Deck Adventures. We may. Yeah. It's going to be available as a Bi-Curious for November. Yeah. But I'll be announcing the voting for October's Bi-Curious very soon.
Very soon. Well, also, we can talk about it once if y'all want to. Y'all be sure to join us if you're on the $15 tier of Reality Gaze Plus, the video tier. Make sure you join us for our YouTube Live coming up this Sunday.
On Sunday.
4:00 p.m. Pacific time. So the way you do that is you just are on the $15 tier. We will send you a link, or it'll be in a post, actually. You'll get a post to your Patreon. It's not on Supercast yet, but it's just for Patreon.
But we are, that's oftentimes where we let you go under the skirt, and we give you tea.
I forgot that's what you call it. It is usually where we
you get to live under my skirt. It's warm in there.
We need to work on the branding. You're supposed to want people to do this.
Don't mind my balls.
Yeah, I think people are just, y'all, they look like kiwis. Haven't been shaved in years. Just old kiwis.
What are those hairy fruits that they sell?
Kiwis.
Are they kiwis? I don't know.
Yes.
Who even gives a shit? Who
even
cares
gives a
anymore?
shit? Let's
Um,
do this. This is season 1, episode 16, Dirty
Dirty
Laundry.
laundry.
Dirty
If you're
Laundry.
still give them dirty laundry. Tick-a-tick-a-toon. Tick it
What
with the
song is
down.
that?
Don Henley. Or it might have been when he was with Eagles, but I think
I
it's
don't know
you
that
know
song.
that song. Come
Really?
on.
Okay.
Did that come out when you were in the bunker?
I think so.
You would know that song. It's Don Henley going on the evening news. You would know it.
I feel like, I mean, I feel like Don. Wasn't your mom really into Don Henley
The Eagles.
and the
Yeah.
Eagles? That's why.
No, it
And
is a
so
very common song.
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
You know, if I here, I promise you
I
will know
should
the
know it.
song.
I should know it. We're from North Texas. I should know
It's
the
got that
Eagles.
really famous, like, kind of synth lick. You will know the song. Kick 'em when they go, kick 'em when they're down.
I don't think you're just singing it well for me. You're not doing a good job of interpreting the song.
We're gonna move on. No, you're gonna feel like a moron when you hear it, and you're gonna go, "Oh, wait, I have heard that song." Played in all kinds of commercials and shows. It's not like one of your country B-sides that no one's ever heard. Except for two sissies, and you're like, oh, other people have said they've heard it who are stuck in your same bunker. We're going to move on. People are saying, oh, yeah, I know that song. That's a really common Don Henley song.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll just go on with teabags. Keep going. The big thing that happened at the end of last episode, y'all, is Culver kissed Jordy and the previous charter guest, and who seemingly turns into a gremlin when she's had alcohol.
Yes, yeah.
She'll do anything.
The
She
person who
becomes
didn't
that
wanna-
girl
Ooh.
gremlin.
She wasn't going to drink at all, and she fixed that.
And
We understand why she doesn't like to drink.
And then, no, it's not that she doesn't like to drink. She really likes to drink. She just didn't want to become that girl on the. And I must say, it's a bad decision to, unless you were saying I'm sober by choice because alcohol doesn't sit with me. But it's hard to say I don't drink because of behavioral issues when everyone else around you is drinking. It's just never going to work.
Yeah.
Especially if you love to drink like that.
And you might want to look, if you're happy to not drink because of behavioral choices, you might want to go a little deeper about your drinking.
But I don't think she's had
she's there at all.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. She just kind of treats it the way like some people say, I'm not eating red meat this week for a cleanse.
Yeah, or she was trying to, something like that.
Like something just, silly.
But it's a little different because alcohol in this show and in so many other aspects of life is treated as alcohol equals fun. Yeah. So to remove herself from that is just a little absurd. So I think she realizes that halfway through. I think I now understand why she thought she would do it. But anyway, you're right.
Also, it's not fun being a sober person if you're not like actively in recovery or wanting to be sober for health. It's not fun to be a sober person around a bunch of drunk people.
Yeah, and I think if every single person is drinking besides you, and there are some people who don't drink because either they don't metabolize it well, they don't really love how they get. And I don't think none of those reasons were where she was having. So it's anyway. So they're making out like the Titanic is going down. And Aesha's like, we gotta get up in the morning. It's a very early morning. And Jamie's just like so shitty. He's like, no, it's fine. Just Jamie continuing his gross behavior.
God, he's so hot with the worst attitude.
Yeah, he's barely hot to me now. Although
Oh,
his arms came out, and then I was a little okay with it.
oh, and when he takes his he could fucking throw me around, but I will say it again, he's a little bitch.
He's a bitch. Toomey's wasted. And
Way wasted, y'all. And I love it that so my first teabag is that I love that Brittini, we've learned something from Brittini. She's got great timing, y'all, always, because Culver just makes out with Jordy, and she goes up to Culver and she's like, "Hey, Culver, can we talk?"
um, and he's like, "You," and I wrote down, "This is bad, bad, bad."
She's
He's
like,
like,
"I see a lot of things between us, Culver, a lot."
and at one point he's like, yeah, but it's not
What do you
something on
see?
my mind right now.
You don't see us together, Culver? Us? You don't see us,
Not right now. And
right? I'm
then
vulnerable right now. I'm vulnerable, Culver.
and he's saying, "You don't like me." He is giving her all.
This man is trying everything he
Well,
can.
he is, but it's not really in the right way. He should have said, "Let's not do this right now when we're out," or something like that. I would have found a way. But anyway, that's when she looked at him and she's like, "Don't do this right now. I am so
She's like,
vulnerable."
I'm so vulnerable
I
right now.
love this. I love it. She's like, "Give it a minute. Give it."
Give it a minute.
And then she's like, "So are we good?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay."
She did do the metaphorical. And just put her finger over his lip.
She did do the Diane Weiss "Don't Speak" from Bullets
Yeah.
Over Broadway. Yeah. So this was they're trying to get back, and then she's even says
And
later
she
on,
said later, he's open to it. I talked to him, but he's not open to it. And I was, this isn't about him being open at all, girl.
"No, honey,
He's just not
no."
that into you.
And later on, she just kind of looks at him and says, "Let it happen." Let it happen. And God bless Brittini. We've all been Brittini.
Oh,
I I
I
I've
was
kind of went
Brittini for about 6 years.
longer. I went back and forth between her this season, but I've decided I like her. Um,
Oh, I
yeah.
like her. I
I
think, yeah.
I kind of wish from the women from this season, as far as people who I want to return, Aesha for sure. I would love to see Toomey as Chief Stew on one of these boats. I would
Yeah.
love to see her as a Chief Stew on Below Deck Med. I think she would actually get along with Captain Sandy. She has a good personality to do that.
Yeah.
I'd love to, or OG with Captain Lee. I don't know, although I don't know how long Captain Lee is going to be on OG. He said that this last charter season is his last. That's what
Yeah.
the
He
rumblings.
said, yeah.
But I think Brittini would be great on another vessel. I don't necessarily want to see Taylor. I could take her leave at this point. Who? Yeah.
Who?
Exactly.
What?
I don't think she's gotten a fair shot.
I actually think Taylor would be pretty good on a full season.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't necessarily need to see any of the men ever again. I don't really care about Culver. I don't really care about Benny. Although he came. I don't care about Jamie.
I'm fine seeing Culver and Jamie just for the hot factor.
Yeah.
And Culver is a good comic relief. And Jamie,
Is he?
Yeah, he's funny. He does funny stuff when he puts on that mullet wig and dance around naked. I'm here for it. It's
guess.
so weird with the turn of Culver this season. How he was kind of like just so even keel, and then just these last, he's just starting to just.
Oh, he phones the fuck in. Even Captain Jason says,
is riding him hard.
And it's interesting. Do you notice how Jamie kind of makes excuses for him too?
That's what I think is the biggest problem is Jamie doesn't communicate. Jamie is not a good bosun. And like I've said before,
he's not a good leader. Yeah.
He doesn't know what he wants to do in life. If you look at his Instagram, y'all, it is clear this man does not know what he wants to do.
And now he's doing like he's doing cooking stuff.
He's doing cookie stuff. That's great.
I would like to see. I don't know if he's dramatic enough. I'd like to see Nate on another season, as the
I would like
chef.
to get because I would like to see him on another season. I
He'd
mean,
fuck
but
around with one of the stews.
I'll be honest. I just want to see Jamie's OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'd be well. I'd be well. I just
Ooh.
want to see his dick.
I'd see Culver too because Culver, golly.
Yeah, but I don't want to give. I think Culver would be arrogant about his body, and I just, So would Jamie, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't watch. You're
I didn't
so
say
right.
that.
You
I
would
didn't say that.
turn away, turn your nose up, and say, "No, I'm here for the person. Show me your balls."
Anyway, but no, I'd like to see all the women. I think Taylor. I'm kind of ambivalent about Taylor. I don't just give a shit. But yeah. Anyway, so my next teabag is actually. I just want to say one last thing about this.
Say it.
Brittini does not know that Culver hooked up with Jordy, and they fuck up the next day. And Benny says, "Yeah, he hooked up with Jordy."
Yeah, Benny's like, "Yeah, Culver did," and Brittany goes, "I didn't see that."
He's like,
and
"Oh,
Benny's like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, I thought you saw it," and she's like,
"Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird."
Yeah. She says, "Wait, your excuse was an excuse? Just tell me that you don't fucking like me." And I wanted to say, he all but has.
He kind of has.
He's trying. And Toomey even says, like, "I'm pissed that he can't handle a woman like Brittini." And I went, look, we are definitely a show for women. We want to support women. So it's not about that. But I'm like, I went back in my kind of Rolodex of the little I remember of anything. But did Culver lead her on? Because I don't feel like he did.
He has given her, well, he never said no, but he never encouraged it either.
Because I think probably he was in a workplace, and so he was just trying to, like, not be a dick, not make it weird. They have to work together, and girl just hasn't taken the hint.
I think she is extremely sexually frustrated, and that makes people, that makes them rewrite things in their brain. And so I get it, and I think she might have taken his, the idea of let's go in a van to mean more. I agree with you. I agree with you. I do not think he has led her on by any means.
Let us know, sissies. Maybe we're off here, but I don't see it.
He's just kind of the only one who's around who could be remotely her type, and she's not going to go for Jamie. So I just think she's boy crazy, and she likes dick, and she really just wants to fuck him. That's kind of what she wants.
She doesn't want a relationship. She just wants a D.
But before, I just want to say that last little bit. Let's talk about the charter guests. Besides, they're insufferable.
We are some thirsty bitches.
So we've got a lesbian couple, and then what looks like gay couple. They're both like Cams from Modern Family.
Joshua
they're both
and
that
Dan.
kind of those gays.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, y'all. If you meet a gay man, and he doesn't go by Josh, but he has to go by Joshua,
watch out.
Watch the fuck. Honestly, at my law office, we had a straight guy as well. I thought he was a little gay, but he said he's straight, so whatever. But he only went by Joshua. Y'all, that's whether straight, it's not that they're gay. They're a queen.
Yeah, I agree.
They're a queen. Someone with the name Joshua.
Prissy queens.
Yes. It's a prissy queen, straight or gay. They're going to be a queen.
And as soon as they get on the boat, one is like, I've got a bit of washing I need. This one needs to be hand washed, hand dried, or hang dry. And I get it. I guess maybe if they've been traveling, but it does seem a little weird that you just get on the boat and you're like, and here's some laundry.
I will say, I wrote this and I went, Magda was given a gift that she just got off this boat.
If they didn't have Taylor, this would have been a disaster.
I kind of would have liked to have seen it.
They would have reduced Magda to tears.
To tear. Oh.
So
It would have been
y'all,
good
they're
TV.
drinking. The
A
lesbians are
lot.
making out like it's the end of a full moon ceremony. Um, it's and they complained about the gender non-conforming, his and hers. It's just everyone is so obnoxious. The textbook, the straight women they have as accessories that they've kind of collected, like
Yeah.
Michonne's walkers from Walking Dead. They have them on leashes, basically. These women are just there to get drunk and cause trouble. I'm pretty sure.
And Toomey is trying not to throw up, as am I.
Yes. She says,
As
I
am I.
like it when she's like, metabolize. She says that. I love hungover Toomey.
I
And
love all Toomey.
y'all, she came through that day, and even Aesha's like, I'm so proud of you. God, I'm gonna miss not doing Aesha. Oh,
I won't. No, I'm kidding. I will. I do like
one of
your
them
shit.
says, I'd have sex with you right now for a vape. Talking to Jamie.
Are you the bosun? Like, okay, it is. There, it is. Remember when Brittini did get got in
Grilled at
trouble,
the all guy charter, yeah. And Jamie had a
and
real problem with it.
yeah, and fucking Jamie and Culver are like taking their shirts off and like just fucking flirting with all these women.
Yeah, huge double standard. Come on.
Huge
Yeah.
double standard.
But I'm just saying I agree with you. That's not at all uncommon for the Below Deck franchise. Yeah.
Or just the world. Hello, I live in the world. I get
Right.
it.
But it's even worse here because the yachting industry, especially deckhands, are so male dominated. So of course they wouldn't see a problem with that.
No, of course.
It happened. You never watched Riley's season from Below Deck, but it was they had a kind of an asshole. Everyone working with her was was a man. She was the only female deckhand, and she did not take any shit. She had a very looking back, I don't think she had what I would call as a volatile personality. She would act out when she'd been drinking, but anytime they gave her the least bit of shade, she wouldn't take it and she would fight back. And even when she was on the job. So you missed Riley. Well, if we ever cover that season on a thing, you'll see it. It was a rough time with her. So I think
while you think about that, let's take a little break.
Oh yeah, we should.
And we'll be right back.
Can I have an espresso martini and a lychee martini and a spicy marg and like make another one? And can I have a glass of bubbly?
Ooh.
And they're spilling the espresso martinis everywhere.
This is the reason why I've never had an espresso martini, or some parts of the world espresso. I don't know where you live, but I only get a martini if I'm sitting down at a restaurant and I know I will not be moving.
Of course. Why would anyone? No, I'm the same way.
Why would you get a martini on a fucking boat when you're walking around sloshing it everywhere?
I don't think they're thinking about that, unfortunately.
Also, I hate lychee. I am not into it.
Lychee, but they just pronouncing it wrong. I've always pronounced it lychee.
I've heard both, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
I've had drinks with it. I don't love like a lychee martini, but I've had drinks with it that I like. It's not my go-to by any means.
Yeah, we know your go-to.
Straight rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol. The green kind. So
Kitty
it's a little minty.
Yeah. That's a really old reference.
Wow.
That's the first Kitty Dukakis reference of the episode, possibly not the last.
Wow. That is the most dated reference. No one under 40 knows who Kitty
That's what you come
Dukakis
from for the Kitty Dukakis references. Kitty Dukakis was the wife of Michael Dukakis.
Yeah. Wow.
All my references.
Alive?
I don't know. I know Michael Dukakis is, I think.
She is. She's alive.
Okay. So they're
She's 85. God, we're old.
so the other thing about these guests is, y'all, dinner is such a mess because the guests are just up roaming around because they're so drunk.
Yes.
And they go up to the bridge. And I have a feeling this is where I kind of thought that I think the production may have let them do it. I can't imagine. And Captain Jason, y'all, went, "Oh, enjoy your night. There's a hot tub here," and it's just like shooing them out. He was not happy.
Which, funny, y'all, if I'm ever in a bar in a situation and I need Jake to leave, if I just say, "Piddle, did you know there's some guys and there's a hot tub here?" She's gone. Works. It works every time. Because if there's a body of water in a public place,
ooh, my favorite.
Jake's gonna get naked in it, y'all.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can't really promise anything else.
It's true.
And the dinner looks great.
He does.
And he did a really good job. And it's a shame that it looks like garbage, or they would even know because they're so drunk. What's your next tea bag?
I'd like there's a little bit of Taylor saying she thinks Jamie's interesting. I'm like, I know what she thinks interesting. His dick.
I hope she doesn't hook up with him next episode.
I hope not either.
I really hope
not. But this was around the same time. But my main thing is this is kind of I just don't get this. It's not really a plot point about the show. But I believe her because I believe anything Toomey will tell me. Anything, because I love her. But Toomey says, the laundry system is hard and it will humble you. And I want to know, how is this hard?
I think it's hard there's a lot of moving parts. And
I'm interested, genuinely.
What Taylor said was she'd never really learned it. So she's having to kind of experience it, but she didn't do it in a way that like Magda would and like do it like shitty. She was trying to persevere through it. But Toomey said, "I'll help you."
But I'm confused. You get the laundry, you wash it, or you dry it.
Our chief stew, sissy.
I'm not trying to be patronizing.
DM one of us.
I'm genuinely interested. I think it's the part of the show. Some of the things the show we like is it sees a world that we're like, what is this?
To me, I think a lot of it might be that the fact, that's what I said before, is that there's a lot of moving parts. Like some things need to be ironed. It's all on a time thing where you've got 4 washers. Like Toomey said, the goal, I like to have all the washers going at one time because they all need specific things. Like you can't just wash everything in cold.
I guess. Well, what did you think of this? My tea bag is about laundry. That's my tea bag. It's about laundry because it's not just about
riveting.
Taylor. It's also about, well, what did you think of Benny Jamie ironing Benny's shirt?
Wasn't that interesting?
It was. And Benny, it's so funny. That's all Benny needed. That's all he needed. He said that meant a lot. I kind of like all he needed was a little bit of taking care of.
It's kind of like a baby lamb nuzzling up to a wolf, and then they just all of a sudden just fall asleep together.
Oh, I was going to say that the wolf fucks the lamb, but I was going to go somewhere else.
That's interspecies sex. Lord. It's perverse. I don't think it's possible either. Anything's possible. If a Chihuahua can fuck a Doberman, anything's possible.
Can a Chihuahua fuck a Doberman?
I'm sure they've done it.
Really?
Probably a Doberman with a Chihuahua. We're getting into a weird area. I don't want to imagine this.
Oh my God, there's a video on YouTube of a Chihuahua fucking a Doberman.
What?
Yeah.
That is not cool.
It's sniffing.
You're watching a Chihuahua fuck a Doberman?
Well, it's kind of like, oh wait, I think he's just sniffing his butt. Never mind. This is going to take me down a rabbit hole, and I'm going to get a lot of weird YouTube suggestions. I got to stop.
Yeah, that's a real problem. So anyway, the next day, I just have one little bit left with the tides going out. in the Whitsunday Islands because it's very shallow and the tides come out really fast.
It's true. I do feel sorry for Nate because they barely enjoyed his dinner because they were all so fucking drunk. Like at one point, 2 girls just leave.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They just go wander the ship, and one's got like a captain's hat going, I'm Captain Stupid.
But leave like left. Yes. Leave
Yeah.
because they left it. We didn't talk about they left his dinner, which looked amazing. Anyway, I don't know why I say it like he's listening. I don't need to validate Nate. Fuck off.
And then Jamie does need to talk to Culver again. He's like, and again, Jamie basically said, Jason asked about you again. He's like, I don't know why. Maybe just that's what keeps shooting Jamie in the foot, because he at the same time is questioning the captain's leadership, and it's like, you need to do what your captain says. And you even had a problem with it earlier, but I think both Jamie and Culver now are just phoning this in. At this point.
I think if they did have a reunion, Jamie and Captain Jason would go at it.
Oh, for sure.
And I think they probably would need to be put alone in a room, and they probably need to work things out in a sexual frustration manner.
And maybe clothes would come off, like we saw Captain Jason's hairy chest this episode. I had to pause it.
And Jamie felt of it and said, "Oh, you feel like a bear that I once saw in the woods."
And I felt something
for want. Yeah.
I'm all smooth, like a seal. And then they proceed to have interspecies sex.
I don't know what a bear sounds like.
I don't know. I don't know.
But they're running. Yeah, we get a cliffhanger. They're running out of beach.
And the gay
out of beach.
One gay just goes,
up that hill.
Starved. I hate these people. They're awful.
They're awful.
Anyway, I don't have and the fact that they asked for not just an around the world dinner, a Mardi Gras thing, and a vow renewal.
What do they? Oh, it's going to be a lot.
Hopefully, someone's a notary public on
I
staff.
Think Captain is, man. I don't know.
I don't really have anything else. This was kind of
it was a leading up to a finale.
Yeah, we're leading up to the finale. I think I'm gonna miss this iteration though. I think it's in general been a good season.
It has. I think it's kind of ended flat a little bit.
Yeah,
it's ending flat to me. Like I'm hoping next episode there's a lot of something dramatic happens. Yeah, we'll
see. And again, no reunion's been announced, you guys. So maybe that'll come down because they can do everything via Zoom now, like they always do. So I'm not sure why they haven't done it, because it's airing on Bravo. Who knows?
That's true. It should. Yeah, they should have one. I don't get it. I think that's it. That's it, everybody. That's the show. You can go to realitygaze.com. Y'all, it's not porn anymore. You can go to the website. You can listen to all our stuff there. Be sure to listen to you guys. Again, if you want this commercial free, jump on the $8 tier and you can get Love is Blind, which is normally the $5 Reality Gaze Plus tier, but you also get Love After Lockup. We appreciate your support. And okay.
You know it.
Let's see now. You look adorable bouncing back and forth.
Thank you. You can't have me. This riff.
Boy, you didn't sing this the same at all. Boy,
how do I sing it?
Yes. I'm going to jump to the middle.
You know this song. I sang the chorus in the right key.
I don't know this song. I don't know this song.
How could you have not heard this song?
I've not heard it. I was really hoping that I listened to it and went, yeah, I know this song. You sang it wrong, which you didn't do a great job. But I don't know this song.
I can't help you there. Kick them when they're down. Kick them when they're down.
I don't know this song. I'm sorry.
We need to go because I am rageful.
All right,
I
everybody.
want to slam your head into the pavement.
That's the show, everybody. We'll see you next week. We will remember. Well, how do we end this show now?
Remember, I will see you next time. And until then, anchors the gay. Fuck you.